In this section, we're going to be talking about how to work with word problems. So before we do that, we need to kind of refresh on being able to translate from English to math, basically. Because you can think about it as math is like a foreign language. You have to learn a vocabulary, you have to learn symbols, just like you do if you were learning, another language. So this first table that we're shown here are some common words that would translate into an equal sign. So anytime you see things like is or was or results in or are, all of those words mean an equal sign. So anytime we see those, we could translate that mathematically. Now, I hope that you remember what are some words for addition whenever you see those in a word problem. Things like the sum or simply added to or total, something like that. Those usually mean for you to add. For subtraction words, you're looking for things like less or decreased by. You remember some words like that, I hope. For multiplication, you're looking for things like of means multiply, multiplied to, times, product. We see product. We see that a lot. And some things that you might see for division would be things like quotient. That's probably the absolute biggest, is the word quotient. Let's practice on just translating some statements into mathematics. And notice that our directions here say not to solve the equation. So we're just going to simply do the translation. Now let's look at this. We have 5 more than a number, x, is 20. So let's look for some key words here. We've got more than. Now that's a key word for an addition. We also have another key word here that's is. Is means equals in mathematics. So let's go through and let's translate this statement. This says 5 more than a number x. So that's telling us to add 5 and a number x is or equals 20. Now this is the mathematical statement that matches that English statement. So we have translated that, and we don't have to solve because it said not to. The next one says 4 times the sum of a number z and 3 is 15. So let's do it part by part. 4 times. That's telling us to take 4 and multiply it to something. But what are we multiplying it to? The sum of a number z and 3. The sum of a number z and 3 would be z plus 3. Since we're multiplying 4 to this sum, we probably should put that in parentheses so that now we're multiplying 4 times this entire thing. Then we have the word is, which is equals, and then 15. Now you don't have to write it with the multiplication symbol there, because when we just see the parentheses, that automatically means multiplication. So this would be the exact same thing. The last one there says the difference of x and 5 equals the quotient of x and 2. Well, the difference of, that's a subtraction word. And what are we subtracting? We're subtracting x and 5. So we're taking x and subtracting off 5. Then we have the keyword equals, which is exactly what it says. And then the quotient of, that's telling us that we're going to be dividing two things. And what two things are we dividing? X and 2. So there is our mathematical statement.